Let's go over guitar diagrams. We'll talk about chord diagrams, tablature notation, and pattern diagrams. We'll also take a look at some of the strumming notation. We'll begin with chord diagrams. This is a typical chord diagram. This happens to show us a C chord. Okay, we'll talk about how to read this. First of all, we want to know where we are spatially. So this is the ceiling side. This is the floor side. So you'll be looking at the guitar from this direction. This is the 6th string, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. This is the thickest of the strings. They get a little thinner from there. Okay. This is also, the note names are E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay. So those are the vertical lines, the lines that we see coming this direction. Now the horizontal lines are the frets. Okay. So this is a fret here, so we have frets. All right, so that's a fret right across there. This is a fret. There we have a fret as well. Okay. So strings going this way and frets. Okay. Now these dots are the points where you want to put your finger. Okay, and then the frets also are numbered here, so 2, 3, and so on. If you do see a chord symbol with a number next to it, let's say 4 or something like that, then this would be the 4th fret. Okay, but usually you wouldn't have this thick dark line here. Anyway, in this case it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's talk about this dot. So this would be placed on the 2nd string and it would be placed on the 1st fret. And sometimes you'll see a number behind, and that's your finger number. Okay, so we don't count the thumb. We count the 1 as the index finger, 2nd, and so on from there. So let's take a look at this one. You would play this with 2nd finger. So you place the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay. This we would play with the 3rd finger. 3rd fret, 5th string. This we wouldn't play. If there's nothing written behind or on the string, we don't play. Sometimes it might be X'd out. So you would strum from the 5th string. And of course you could strum down and up. So this is the symbol which indicates that you strum down towards the floor. This one tells us to strum up towards the ceiling. So let's take a look at tablature. With tablature, we're looking at the lines here as strings. So now this is the 6th string, 5th string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Okay. So now this is the floor side, and this is the ceiling side. This is the thin string, and this is the thick string. Side with the thicker strings. Open, this would be E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, so the lines are the strings. Tab is short for tablature. You may not always see that. The number is the fret. So you see the number 3, you can place your finger on the 3rd fret, and it doesn't tell you which finger to use, but you could write a note up here, say, oh, use your 3rd finger for that, but not always. So if you're playing this would be 3rd fret on the 5th string. This one, open, 4th string. 2nd fret on the 4th string. 3rd fret on the 4th string. Open on the 3rd string. Open just means that you're playing the string as is. You're not playing anything with the left hand. You're just plucking the string. 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Open, 2nd string, and then 1st fret on the 2nd string. So if you play this is a C major scale. Sometimes on guitar we want to learn a pattern, or we may want to think in terms of a group of notes that we have to choose from. So we have a pattern diagram. So here, when we're reading this is the floor side. This is the ceiling side. Okay. And so similar to the tablature, we have 6th string here, 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st. Okay, so this is the thin string. And then the strings get thicker as you go. Open, we have E, A, D, G, B, and E. This tells us that this string is available open with this pattern. So it's an open circle behind the nut. This is the nut of the guitar. And then you have a black dot that would be a place to put your finger. So this would be 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. But sometimes you may start somewhere in the middle of the guitar, so always keep an eye on these numbers, because you could have a 5 here, so make sure you're looking at that. Okay, so the dots here, this would tell you, let's see if we're looking at this note here, we would play 1st string, 3rd fret. Okay, that would be that note. Okay. So if a note happens to be circled, maybe it's a significant note, maybe it's a root note or something, but don't worry too much about that right now. Just understand the strings. Okay, in this case they are horizontal, and the frets in this case are vertical, running vertically. So that is about it for reading basic guitar diagrams and notation.